Stephen Howson, full-time Devils, Manchester United won for a change before I do the Monday morning review show, and it feels good, doesn't it? It feels like the press are actually starting to treat Manchester United with a little bit of respect. Some of the back pages this morning are showing what we're seeing on the field, and actually some of the opponents that have dropped points, some of our rivals that have dropped points are now starting to become in the firing line. But maybe it's all a little bit too late, because it looks like Liverpool actually won the league yesterday, if you are reading all that stuff. But enough about our rivals and everything else. Manchester United yesterday turned up in the first half and blew Swansea away. Now, Swansea are not the best team in the world, and they're looking favourites to go down in their current form. But we was clinical. 3 shots on target, 3 goals. Paul Pogba's goal and the finish for it was out of this world. Was out of this world. If somebody else scores that, the press never stop going on about it. But because he's been a disappointment, and because he plays for Manchester United, and because we're the bad guys of football at the moment, they go, oh, it was all right. Zlatan Ibrahimovic scores 2 and silences a couple of his critics, but they're also saying it was only Swansea. Here's the difference though. If we'd have been that clinical against Burnley, it would have been 11-0. Think about that. We scored 3 shots, three goals from 3 shots on target. That's all we wanted Manchester United to be, is to be a little bit more clinical. In the second half, the game was won, the points was won, and we took our foot off the gas a little bit. There's definitely room for improvement in this team. There's definitely areas that we can be a lot more ruthless. Ander Herrera coming back into the team for the Arsenal game will be massive. Zlatan Ibrahimovic missing for the Arsenal game might also be massive. So the next time Manchester United are in action here is the visit of Arsenal in a couple of weeks. That game against Arsenal is going to be a massive one, but 3 points from Manchester United is going to leave us looking like we are back in the mix in the hunt for the title this season. Don't just take my word for it. Here's Statman Dave with his 3-point review from this weekend.
Swansea 1, Manchester United 3. 3 vital points for Manchester United, pushing them up to 6th in the Premier League. Anyway, let's dive in there straight away. On to number 1, Mourinho tactically outclassed Bob Brady in the Premier League. Swansea set up in a 4-4-2. The United shape was unknown before kickoff. It confused everyone. I didn't know what United were playing. Sir Alex Ferguson didn't have a clue. But Mourinho got it completely right. Man United played a 4-3-3, but in fact it looked like a 4-3-2-1 when United had the ball, with Juan Mata and Wayne Rooney moving in to play sort of like as 2 number 10s behind Zlatan Ibrahimovic. And it was perfect for United because Swansea pressed United in midfield. They pressed the 3 of Pogba, Fellaini and Michael Carrick. And this opened up space in the middle for Wayne Rooney and Juan Mata. Played their position perfectly. They got ahead of Zlatan at the right time. They looked for the knockdowns at the right time, threw balls at the right time. Tactically, it just worked for Man United. And United smelt blood, scored those 3 goals in the first half, and obviously went on to win the game. On to number 2, we've got to talk about Rooney, I think, because for me, he had a pretty decent game against Swansea. Played his role to perfection. His movement was perfect. His timing was very good. His composure was there. And you look at each of the 3 goals, and Wayne Rooney plays a key part in each of the goals. The first one, he's running in behind to knock the ball back to Zlatan. Aerial duel, Pogba bangs it into the back of the net. Second goal, again, Rooney making a break down that left channel. Something that United haven't done enough is run ahead of Zlatan. But when you run ahead of Zlatan, opens up space for Zlatan. So Zlatan can put the ball in the back of the net, which happened in that second goal. Simple pass to Zlatan, but it created a 1v1. And he has that technical ability to slip a tackle, put the ball in the back of the net. Third goal again, Rooney operating behind Zlatan with Juan Mata. Instead of going to Mata, drops to Rooney. Simple through ball, breaks the tackle, goal time. Rooney crucial. Rooney's registered 100 assists in the Premier League for Manchester United. Only Ryan Giggs and Frank Lampard have created more goals. If Rooney can keep up this form, why can't he be in the team, eh? On to number 3, and of course it is Carrick, Can't believe it's not Scholes. What a performance from Michael Carrick. He is the real leader in this team. If Mourinho is focused on the Premier League, which he probably is, to get to the Champions League, top 4, Carrick has to play every Premier League game. We need to forget the Cups. We need to forget the Europa League. We also need to forget the FA Cup and the League Cup for Carrick. Carrick needs to start Premier League games week in, week out. Because he's the one that calms the team down. He's so composed. He played defensive midfield ahead of Phil Jones and Rojo. 2 of the worst United centre-backs we've seen in recent years in terms of how they can commit errors and they freeze on the ball sometimes. But having Carrick ahead of them made them look like Rio Ferdinand and Nemanja Vidic. Absolutely crazy. His ability to play forward passes, you can see that. And again, Swansea tried to press him. And he was so good at slipping the press and playing the forward passes, getting United going forward and counter-attacking. So crucial for that. So Carrick has to be in the team for me every single time. He's played 5 games this year, won 5 games. United have scored 15 goals and won 100% of those games. That has been that. If you want to see more detailed analysis of Man United versus Swansea in the Premier League, jump over to Dave Talks, where I've broken some tactics down. But anyway, see you later.
Cheers for that, Dave. Right. Let's have a look at FullTimeDEVILS.com and let's see what's going on with the social intelligence. Our website is able to track what's going on across Twitter and Facebook and all the social networks to get fan sentiment. If you look at this one, it was a little bit down at the start of the game, and then as the game went on, it was buoyed up a little bit of a sharp dip there when Swansea scored, but as you would expect, by the end of the 90 minutes, looking pretty positive for United fans. For more things like that and articles on there every single day talking about Manchester United, make sure to head over to FullTimeDEVILS.com. Let's have a look at them 3 road reviews. Thanks to everyone who got involved in the 3-word review. Make sure to keep an eye out for that after every Manchester United game and get in the mixer so you can get on this little show that we've got here. Anyway, thank you for you guys for watching. Thank you to everyone who's subscribed. Give this video a nice big fat thumbs up. Get it shared. Get your comments in about what's happened and what's going forward. And it's international break, isn't it? Loads going on. Lots of United players away with their countries all over the place. So stay tuned to Full Time Devils as we tell you what they're all up to. See you later.